You're watching Nevada Business Chronicles. Take a journey with us to see the innovative businesses that put Nevada on the business map. Connecting you with the businesses, events, and organizations that bring innovation and prosperity to the Nevada area, please welcome your host, Mitch Burney.
Today we continue taking a look back at some of our best moments from Season 1. Let's begin with one of our favorite businesses many of you never knew existed. Owner Jay LaBelle shares with us some of the rare woods available at L&L Reclaimed Wood. Jay, this is a big deal what we're looking at.
Yeah, we have a lot of different species of wood in here, but this is the rarest wood we have in here. This is an American wormy chestnut, and the majority of it in our country went extinct in the 1800s from a bug. So it's very rare wood to find, and we have a pretty good stock of it.
Well, I understand that they're starting to try to farm some of this and regrow it.
Right.
How does that work?
Well, there is an effort to try to get the chestnut population going again, but there's a big difference between growing wood nowadays and what happened 200 years ago. If you look at this piece of wood here and look at the growth rings, how tight they are, I mean, there's probably 30 years in an inch there. So, you know, they're not able to do that, and the wood isn't as stable as this older wood is, and it doesn't have the color and the character that this older wood has.
So when they're farming wood, they're trying to make it grow as fast as they can,
right.
Watering it scheduled, and
right.
Nature doesn't really quite do it that way.
Right.
So they can get, what, close to 1/4 of an inch a year per year. So in 1 inch, you've got maybe 4 years.
Right.
And here, 1 inch could be 30, 35 years.
Well, some of this wood dates back to the mid-1700s, so it has a lot of character in it.
What do you do with all that beautiful wood? Jay built a multi-million-dollar house up in Martis Camp. The Great Room is a terrific example of the quality and attention to detail that Jay puts into his work. What I find really compelling here is that you have used historic wood, sometimes more than 200 years old. And how you've incorporated that into this home is a piece of art in itself with intention.
Yeah, the whole intent here was to create something that looked like it would have been built 200 years ago, right down to the wooden pegs and how they were notched together. You know, a lot of times you'll see these old beams in a house here and there, but they're not put together the way they were 200 years ago.
Rather historically accurate and really paying homage to the quality of the woods and the richness of the woods that you've put in this house. Magnificent. Yeah,
this would have been what a true timber frame looked like.
And what a great view of the floor from here as well. Just absolutely spectacular. This seems to extend everywhere you walk. Next, we drop by Battleborn Hydroponics, where owner Mark Willison teaches us how to grow tomato trees in a greenhouse.
Let me grab one of these. You got to try this. These are just wonderful. Isn't that good?
My God. That is nothing like you would buy in a store.
Oh no, because it's fresh right now. It's, you know, in the store they have to harvest the tomatoes when they're green, so they can be shipped over the hill and get here, and then they spray them with a chemical to make them turn red.
Vine ripened. So extraordinary.
Yeah, there's nothing like homegrown.
Tell me about this tower in the back here.
The tower is it's called the Tower Garden, and we've got a bunch of strawberry plants in here. And what it does is it's actually got a little water reservoir, and there's a pump that takes the water and it pumps it all the way to the top of the column here, and then it rains down and trickles down to each of these little plant sites. What makes it hydroponic is because there's no dirt. So all of the nutrients and all the minerals are actually dissolved right in the water, and as the water cascades down over the roots of the plants, the plant can take that nutrition right out of the water and absorb it directly. Hydroponics, one of the advantages is that it grows bigger and faster and has more yield than the same square footage of space with dirt. Lots of hydroponics growers, the reason they're growing hydroponically is because you can grow so much in such a small space.
Now over here I can see you have a variety of different tomato plants, but there's also different systems going on. Describe what's happening here.
Yeah, we've got a couple different systems. We've got 2 hydroponics over here and 1 more hydroponic system over here. And so all of the water and all the nutrients are fed right through the water reservoirs. And then this one here is just regular soil in a special container that allows it to, have extra oxygen to the root zone and allows it to breathe. And so we've got black cherry tomatoes over here, and we have beefsteak tomatoes on this side.
These are tomato trees, Mark. Let's be honest.
I gotta say, when it hit the top of the greenhouse, I was like, well, what are we gonna do with it now? And it just, what can you say? It just keeps on growing.
Well, this one is a hybrid unit, so let's talk a little bit about the hybrid, which is kind of a combination between the two.
Yeah, what we've got here is, I wanted to see what the limits of organics were in this type of a system. So what we've done is we put all the fertilizer right in the container here, and this one's actually getting fed in the water reservoir. It's just straight water. So all the plant growth up here, all the nutrition is coming from inside the container. And you can see that these special hybrid containers that we carry allow the roots to go crazy, and they'll grow right up to the surface on the top and be able to access all the fertilizer that's in this container to grow these huge trees of tomatoes.
If you want to grow tomato trees indoors, Mark shows us the technological advances of LED lights. Mark, standing under this light, I feel like I'm growing.
Man, Mitch, these new LED lights are amazing. I mean, they're getting so close to being able to reproduce the full spectrum of the sun and at intensities that the sun is at. Put this in a room indoors and plants just go crazy.
How does it compare to the sun?
Well, that's a great question. Let me show you. I've got a little micromole meter here. What this measures is the photosynthetic radiation that the plants can actually use. So not all of the spectrum of the sun the plants can utilize for growing. So with these LEDs, what they've done is they've taken chips that are the specific wavelengths that the plant can use for photosynthesis. So it's not wasting any electricity on spectrums that the plant can't use.
Wow.
This meter measures just what the plant can see. So let me show you on the meter here. We can actually get all the way up to, over 2,000 micromoles with this fixture. It's just amazing. And for reference, why don't we step outside and I'll show you what this meter shows the sun, in full sunlight, how close this light actually comes.
Well, let's do that.
All right.
Mark, I'm actually blown away. This is almost identical to the readings that we were getting under the LED lighting.
Isn't that impressive? Yeah, we're pulling just over 2,000 micromoles here, which is just almost exactly what we were getting on that LED fixture.
But the sun isn't 12 months out of the year, so this really gives you the ability to grow year-round.
And never have a cloudy day.
That's fantastic.
Yep, I'm really excited where LED technology is taking the indoor growing industry.
I just love visiting our next business, Consigned Furniture. You never know what you're going to find there. For me, I'm always surprised every time I walk in here. I see something different, and you do too, I understand.
Like just this morning, I've been off for 2 days. I walk in and we've got a Wolverine, so
you never know what
you never know what's going to be in here.
Well, let's take a look around.
Sure.
Let's do it. Oh, this is something that you don't see every day.
No, you don't. This is a beautiful century dining room set with these cowhide covered chairs, top grain leather seats, and it's just a very, very unique piece.
Get a lot of high-end furniture in here.
We do. We get about 400 to 500 pieces of furniture every single week.
That's a lot of furniture to choose from. Good thing their interior designer, Elizabeth, is there to help you create your space. Elizabeth, are you trying to tell me something about my family?
I think that speaks for everyone's family, Mitch.
Could be. I see a lot of entertainment centers here.
We have a wide variety of entertainment centers, styles, colors. Every day is something new, 4 to 6 truckloads per day.
You got a shortwave police band and broadcast of Philco. Must be a historic piece of furniture and just a great, great piece.
Yes, it is, and that's what's always exciting to come here every day.
Well, there's something else that's very interesting that you were saying you were going to show me. Let's take a look over there.
Let's go.
Welcome to paradise.
Thank you, sir.
Elizabeth, are you serious for real? I mean, a sauna?
We're in a sauna. That's right. That's what I love about my job. You never know what you're going to come in to see.
Never know. I would have never imagined that you had a sauna at Consigned Furniture.
We have two.
Two of them.
2 saunas.
Well built, beautiful construction.
Very good for you.
I was shocked, affordable.
Yes.
People
very
would be
affordable.
surprised.
Yes.
And good for your skin.
Absolutely. Good for your body all over.
How fun.
Yes.
You truly do have something for everyone and every room.
And every budget.
You know, I'm surprised. This is a pool table with accessories under $700.
Absolutely. And also a variety of billiard lights as well.
I'm sure a lot of people want to know how the consignment works.
Absolutely. And for that, I would like to introduce you to Remington.
Let's do that.
All right.
Remington,
Mitch, good to see you.
good to see you too. A card table. I never know what I'm going to see when I come in here. I love it. I love coming in here and coming back and just seeing the variety, the diversity of things you carry here.
Oh yes, definitely. New unique items come through the door every day. That's what makes it fun to work here.
Well, pardon the pun, but how does the deal work?
So basically we make it as convenient as possible, from everything from picking up to bringing back, doing the pricing, as well as cleaning the furniture, putting it on the floor, selling it, and sending you a check in the mail once it does sell.
Well, that sounds really easy. What are the top reasons people consign with you?
Other than convenience, we like to say safety. We hear from consigners every single day. They don't want people coming to their house, so they're strangers, and they would rather just make it easy and have us come pick it up, bring it back here, and take care of all the work for them.
I imagine that there's times where there's an estate, for an example, that's being liquidated, and that you can really give them a one-stop place to do all of that.
Definitely, it makes it easy for them.
And people moving, being relocated, a lot of reasons to use you.
A lot of reasons for people consigning. Oh yes, definitely so.
For more than 28 years, Precision Diamond has been creating one-of-a-kind family heirlooms. Now you can watch your vision come to life with their convenient design software. I think this is going to intrigue a lot of people that maybe have a design or a thought about something that's really important to them in their life. And then they can create something very special, very near to their hearts, and even create a new family heirloom out of it with this technology.
Absolutely. We can accomplish just about anything a customer could imagine. Maybe you happen to have grandma's old diamonds and you don't know what to do with them. They don't look good on anything. Well, you can go ahead and add on the stones on the sides and then however you want them set.
With the press of a button, you can add stones to the outer band.
Absolutely.
This is incredible. You get to see what your thoughts are, like come to life.
Absolutely.
In a virtual 3D reality set.
We're going to go ahead and add a halo or a ring of diamonds around that center stone. So it's as simple as, you know, I pick whichever halo we want. I can zoom in here, make sure that the size is to scale as we need, and adjust the height.
So I could say, if I want to see more of the stone, I want it to be farther. I want it to be below the base of that diamond so you can see it.
Yeah, absolutely. If you wanted it to be down here, I might pick a different design so that the shoulders don't come up so high.
So really, the limitations are only the limitations of your own imagination.
Exactly.
I bet this is a lot of fun for you and an incredible experience for the people that you do this for.
I wish I could say this was work. This is actually a lot of fun for me. I really enjoy doing this. Reminds me of a video game when I was little, you know?
Yeah, when you come out, you've really impacted people's lives. You've really taken them to a whole new level of something that's special to them.
I hope I can do something for. I just want to make sure that people get exactly what they want, and maybe even more.
Ever wonder what to do with all your scrap jewelry? Let Moses, their master jeweler, turn it into a new family heirloom for you.
So what we have here is all the gold that the customer brought in that they no longer need. So we're gonna melt this down and start forming it, start breaking it down so we can start doing something with it. Go.
It is really hard to believe that just a few minutes ago, this was a old clump of gold.
It's bits and pieces of someone's family, someone's memories, someone's heritage, put back into one solid ring so that they can wear it, remember, and always love it.
Making their name in the blueprinting industry since 1991, Nevada Blue is now the Story County exclusive DFS contractor. We're here where Nevada Blue got started, in the blueprint room.
That's right, Mitch. We did start off just being exclusively blueprinters, and we still do a lot of that in this very room. But we have transitioned into the digital age, and so we can scan and upload files to our DFS system so contractors can share information and get their bids out quicker and get to building quicker.
The DFS system is what you use in Story County.
That's right. The Story County Planning Department will actually take the files, upload them to their system, do their digital plan review, resubmit them, and then the contractor can come down, get his set of plans, and be on the job site within a matter of days instead of weeks.
Today, they're far more than just blueprinters. Wait till you see their new, more than 6-figure flatbed printer. Nevada Blue has been the leader in technological advancements in the printing in Northern Nevada for decades. This machine, its newest advancement. Tell us about it.
This machine here is the next level printer. It's a 4x8 flatbed created by Osei Cannon. We can put up to 4x8 sheets on it, like I said, and anything that's flat, we can print on. This has a vacuum table. It sucks the substrate down to it, holds it still while the head rides over the printer. It prints photographic quality. This is not a high-speed printer. It's slow enough to give us high-quality prints.
Brian, I'm dying to see this in action.
Oh, absolutely. I've got my substrate ready. It's on the printer. I've got my parameters set. This is ready to go. I hit print. In a few minutes, you're going to see a photographic quality piece of art appear right before your eyes.
The depth of the colors. This is absolutely beautiful, Brian.
Oh yeah, and just a few minutes down the line, we get to watch it happen, and it's done. And after I get done here, we trim it, we go. Give it to the customer.
I can imagine when you deliver somebody a final product like this, the smiles you put on people's faces every day.
Oh, it's like being a kid in a candy store.
The depth and the quality is all really created by layers. How many layers deep can you print on this?
Not only does it have the 5 ink layers that we're working with, but we can also run multiple passes on it. And the substrate doesn't move. So if I'm not happy with the quality of the color, I can actually run the printer over it one more time. Especially like when you're working with black substrates. Black substrates, you're putting white inks down on a black substrate. And if you're familiar with that, white on black, what do you get? You get gray. I may have to print several layers of white before I'm happy with the depth of the white. And then after I print the white, I can drop the CMYK on top. With the white on the black substrates, the other colors just explode off the substrate.
One of the most adorable special people we've ever had on our show, owner Lorianne Acton of St. Ives Florist, explains where she got the name. The name St. Ives Florist, there's a story about how you got that.
There is a story. When I was 17 years old, I went to Europe, and I went to a little teeny fishing village in England. And it was one of those places where you get off the bus and there's little cobblestone walkways with moss and literally little bunnies hopping everywhere. Enchanting. Fell in love with it. And that's where the name came from, St. Ives.
We're a boutique now, too. Look at this beautiful clothing that you carry here.
You should see it on. It's so beautiful. Lace, we go to the market, we buy whatever we love. And the more we buy, the more charming it becomes. We have emeralds. These are emeralds. Is that gorgeous?
Oh, beautiful.
And then this little locket. If you have a new baby or you want to commemorate your wedding, pull out a flower, open this up, press it, and you have a keepsake forever.
That is fantastic.
I know, I love that.
Everywhere you look here, there's something else to be seen. I would have never envisioned how creative this is to throw pearls out of a planter and yet putting that on a dresser in a bedroom, for an example. How beautiful is that?
Dining room table with fresh flowers exploding out of the top and on the base. Oh my God.
Who does this?
Patty Sue did it, and we do it for a lot of our clients. We have a lot of our clients at Christmas time call us, and they bring all the boxes from the basement and say, do it. Oh, do we have fun.
Oh, it's just special. I love this piece here.
They were bad. Those are the bad squirrels. These bad squirrels go in the cage. Bad squirrels.
Well, maybe when they come out, they'll learn how to be good squirrels. Ooh, it's a little chilly in here.
It is very cold in here. We're in the cooler. This is the heart of my business.
Lorianne, the flowers in here, every time I come in here, are the freshest, most beautiful ones I've ever seen.
Thank you. We go to San Francisco every week. We go to the midnight market. We drive for 4 hours. We handpick every single flower that we sell.
You don't have a truck come in, you are the truck, you go pick them out and bring them in yourself?
You have to. These are, like today, this week, snapdragons were fantastic. So we got a ton of snapdragons. Hydrangea are in season, so we loaded up on hydrangea. I mean, it's just, when you go there, you visually experience the flowers, and you know what's good and and our customers trust us.
Well, and that's the experience at St. Ives Florist. It truly is magical.
We love what we do. We absolutely love what we, how could you not? Take a smell.
I love coming in here because of that.
Yeah, it's wonderful. I'm very proud. Very, very proud.
Lorianne, in order to create all of this magic, you've got your own team of magicians.
I do. I have some of the most talented, loyal employees you'll find anywhere.
And designers at that. You do all sorts of events, don't you?
If flowers are involved, we're your guy.
Weddings, parties.
Anniversaries, functions, conventions.
You gotta love Lorianne. Next, owner Juan Velasquez of Nevada Spas and Billiards pays a visit to my house to service my spa. Ah. Good morning, that was quick.
Yeah, how you doing?
Fantastic.
Good.
Good to see you.
See you again. Okay, what's wrong with the hot tub, Vince?
Well, a couple things I'd like to take care of. One is my headrest. This is a 10-year-old tub, had decayed, so I'd like to put some new headrest on.
Okay.
I'd like to check the hot tub chemistry, if you don't mind. And
can do that.
I'm hearing a little bit of a noise from one of the pumps, I think.
Okay, now I'm gonna start changing some pillows here. We'll take care of the water, and then we'll look on the equipment in a second.
And then also I'd like to put some new waterfalls on. You know, they're starting to get a little bit discolored as well.
We can do that.
Perfect.
Just give me a sec. Looks like we're low on pH. We're gonna need some calcium harness and just start some shock. We just need to shock the water and that should be it.
Back at the shop, Nick shows us a spot lovingly known as the party boat. Nick, I can see why Cynthia calls this the party boat. 9 by almost 8 feet.
Yeah.
Very, very spacious. You don't have to knock toes with your neighbor
Nope.
in this tub, do you?
This is a great tub if you love entertaining in the backyard. It has a great bench seat in the back, 2 captain's chairs, a lot of the features that we just went over on the other hot tub.
I love the waterfall systems. You have 3 of them in this tub.
Yeah, there's 3 in this tub. Those ones actually will cross and it'll show like a little bit of a light show.
And this one looks like it cascades on both sides of the tub, giving a
Yep.
nice, soothing, relaxing waterfall sound to
Yep.
it. Absolutely beautiful. Now, Nevada Spas and Billiards is the name.
Yeah.
So we'd like to take a look at some of the billiards too.
Let's get Cynthia over here and tell you all about it.
Perfect, let's do that. Cynthia, I bet this is a really popular line. Very rustic, cabiny feeling for northern Nevada, Lake Tahoe area, probably real popular.
It is extremely popular for the Tahoe area. It keeps that woodsy feel that everyone wants to conserve up in Tahoe. And all of our draw knife tables end up being handcrafted.
Wow.
For that particular brand that we're getting.
And I bet you a lot of people are going to be surprised to know that you carry shuffleboards here.
We do. We carry the shuffleboards. We do have them for draw knife as well as for champion shuffleboard. We do work with them, service them to make sure that we maintain everything that you could possibly need for the shuffleboard itself.
Our year in review just wouldn't be complete without my personal friends at Custom Truck Accessories. There's always something new and exciting to see there. It is hard to believe this is the same truck.
I know. Makes a big difference, just these little accents that we can do for people. So you got your bumper on here, got your Anzo U-bar headlights, totally changes the front end of this guy.
Well, it's got to be real exciting when somebody drops their truck off and when they come pick it up.
Oh yeah, this guy will be thrilled. All the time people come out and they look for their truck in the parking lot because it doesn't look anything like it did when it got dropped off.
Deep dish dually rims, and he's done both the inner and the outer.
He's done both, so spared no expense on this guy right here. So you got both 22-inch deep dish rims here.
Oh my gosh.
So you got your inner, you can see yourself in these guys, and on the inside he's got that same rim reversed.
Another Fab 4 custom powder coated bumper. Now you can really see the two-tone look that he was going for. What a great combination.
Yeah, so he picked this color combo himself so we can offset it from the camper shell and everything else we've added here. What we also added to this bumper, these extra lights for more of that big rig look and feel.
Well, let's go ahead and see the lights, Caleb.
Alrighty.
Caleb, I see a little red button here.
You do. So mounted under that bumper, we've got something kind of secret and hidden for this guy right here. So every time you hit that little red button right there.
Is that an ejector seat?
Send right through that? No, here we go. Custom train horn.
Oh my God. You're gonna wanna put custom truck accessories on the top of your shopping list. Just be prepared to get two, one for you and one for the person you're buying a gift for. You know, I've always known you've carried these hitch plugs, but these are the coolest I've ever seen. And these are not plastic.
No, we don't do any plastic hitch plugs here. We do the all metal ones. So these two right here are actually made by the same guy who does our custom grills. Jeremy from Status Grills does these for us. So we can do a custom print on one, and these guys are custom powder coated. So these are custom made. We can do all sorts of designs. He cuts them on a plasma table himself, brings them to us. So if you want something completely unique, a one-off, we can get that done for you. Or he's doing some designs for us as well, and you can come in and buy them.
So I can get my business logo put on here. I understand you have one being done for somebody in the military too.
Yeah, we're currently working on a USMC one. We can do business logos, or if you have your own unique design that you'd like, we can take a look at it and see if we can't get that made for you.
These are cool. These are some of the greatest gifts I've ever seen, especially for the person that travels with their firearms.
Exactly. So this is a mountable safe. So this safe will actually mount in the vehicle anywhere you'd like. So it's got a couple different locking options on this guy. So the first twist here removes the actual safe from the mount. That'll remove it from the mount. And then the second twist here opens you up to reach it. So you can take it with you wherever you go. And then when you're done with it, you've got it back in your vehicle, lock it back into place, all secure.
Anyone traveling with a firearm should have one of those. I'm sure they come in a variety of sizes.
Yep, we can get different sizes of those guys.
This might be the coolest gift anyone would ever give. I've never even seen one of these, Caleb, a hitch safe.
Right, so this basically turns your 2-inch receiver into a little miniature safe. So you go ahead and open that guy up right there. It's got plenty of room for credit cards, your keys, a little bit of cash, something you want to keep safe and stored away. This is a great idea for someone who's having their vehicle picked up by a friend somewhere else, way more secure than, you know, putting your keys in the gas cap or underneath the fender or something like that. Well, also great if you're going to be out on the water or out somewhere where you don't want your keys on you, you can keep them secure and safe in that vehicle.
What an incredible year. Thank you so much for tuning in. Next week, we start 2016. To see this show in its entirety, visit nvbusinesschronicles.com. While you're there, you can watch all of our past shows on the Chronicles page and stay connected with us by following us on our social media. For information on becoming a guest on our show, contact us at info@nvbusinesschronicles.com. We hope you enjoyed the show. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week at the same time for more from Nevada Business Chronicles.